Presidency Economist Foreign Ministry, and it's our extreme honor to host you today. And we have 4 questions, and we'd like to hear more from you about visit to Vietnam. So first of all, can you please share with us about the purpose of your visit to Vietnam, and also your feelings about the people and country of Vietnam as well?
Well, the purpose is to rapidly improve, strengthen, upgrade our relationship on issues which are so critically important to us and the rest of the world, dare I say it, but particularly your and our neighbourhood. We are part of Indo-Pacific, like Vietnam, and the other part of the purpose is to, how shall I say it, renew the decades-old connection between our two countries, and to give a clear signal that we'd like to meet more frequently, meet on issues where we can make far more progress far more quickly, but in our mutual interest. We're to recognise the importance of a country called Vietnam and its people for the country called New Zealand.
As first we know, 2025 will mark the 15th anniversary of diplomatic relations between two countries. So what activities will two countries conduct to celebrate this important milestone next year?
Well, there'll be a lot of activities, but one of them will be a visit to Vietnam by our Prime Minister Luxon. There'll be a lot of work going behind the scenes preparing for that. We're here actually in preparation for that as well, because although we're here on a present mission, ensuring that we do commemorate in the right sense the 50-year special relationship is so important to us. We have so many engagements in connections where Vietnam is critical to us. ASEAN, they're our partner, negotiating partner, so to speak, or advisory partner. You can give it any phrase you like for the next 2 years, but that's important to us. And then we've got other connections which we were engaged in at the very beginning, such as the CPTPP. I know it's a long expression, but it happened right here in Vietnam not many years ago, and it's been seen to be a very enlightened trading agreement. It's those connections that we want to expand on, but I suppose share the fact that in this very troubled world, what we do requires urgency of action and commitment.
We have been witnessing a very amazing cooperation between the two countries. So how do you assess this kind of cooperation between two countries, particularly in the field of agricultural import and export?
It's interesting when you say that, because there are so many countries in the world. Probably on a good day at the UN, about 195 to 200, depending on which day you're talking about. But Vietnam is very important to us in these areas. We share defence connections, we share defence advice, we share our concerns about the South China Sea, supply lines, which are very, very critical going into our future. And then we've got a whole lot of areas in agriculture where we believe we can mutually work together. We are already doing experimentational work with certain products in Vietnam, which we hope will improve dramatically the long-term viability and saleability of those products. And in agriculture, being a very senior or long surviving successful agricultural country, there are so many biosecurity issues, methane inhibiting products that we're working on, which we believe will be a big help to countries like Asia, like Vietnam. But dare I say it, India and other nations who need food products the same as we have.
To our last questions, as far as we know, New Zealand has announced new foreign policies. So can you please give us your assessment on Vietnam's stance on the South Asia and the Southeast Asia regions, and also New Zealand's priority in relation with Vietnam in the coming time?
Well, our appreciation of Vietnam relates to the fact that though we have different political systems, they believe in the rule of law, they believe in the UN Declaration on the Law of the Sea, they believe in the South China Sea should be used for everybody, as that convention sets out. And then there are so many things which typically Vietnam as being a leader on, in a very unusual way. People don't expect Vietnam to have an independent foreign policy, but it has one. We appreciate it immensely because we have an independent foreign policy as well. And in that sense we can differ, but we can agree on so many other things of benefit to both of us and our neighbourhood.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.